rising sophomore at Lynbrook High School. So for my starter project, I used this machine. So it's basically just a shiny black box with a switch on top of it. And after you press the switch in, a plastic arm comes out from the box, and it hits the switch back into place. After I finished my starter project, I started working on my main project, the RC tank. So how it works is that the controller has an Arduino Nano, which gets input from the joystick, and it gets the coordinates of the joystick, and it transfers the data to the Arduino on the car via a wireless module. After it gets to here, the Arduino handles the coordinates and determines like how fast it should go and like what direction it should be at, and then it talks to the motor shield, which then controls the motors. I had to use a motor shield because the Arduino can't handle that high of voltage. So I had to outsource it to like a motor shield, which can supply a much higher voltage. So originally I was using a PS2 controller, but then I just threw that out and made my own controller. And so here is my first demo. So it can go forward. It can go forward, backwards, and then turn. Later, I also added 2 ultrasonic sensors so it can help detect and avoid obstacles. So here's a demo of that.
Oh wow!
And it should avoid obstacles. And this works for like rounded obstacles too, because it keeps turning until it doesn't hit anything. So how it works is that after the first sensor detects a wall in front of the car, it stops the car, and then it gets the input from the other sensor to determine whether or not it can turn right. So if there's a wall to the right, it knows it can't turn to the right, so it turns to the left. But if there's like an open space, then I notice it can turn right. So some of the challenges that I faced while building this project is that the NRF sensors are not very good. So I had a lot of trouble. Getting the two controller and the car to communicate. Also, since the battery is most of the weight of the car, when you go too fast, the car tends to lean forward. So I fixed that by moving the bottom wheels more forward, so the axis of rotation is a lot lower, making it a lot harder to lean forward. So I chose this project because I felt that it had a lot of potential for future modifications, like I did a lot of modifications, and it seemed like really fun to do. So at Bluestamp, I gained a lot of confidence in my troubleshooting, and it was a lot of fun. Thank you.
What are NRFs?
NRFs are like wireless modules that uses radio waves to communicate with one another.
Could you add sensors somewhere to make sure it doesn't fall off like that table?
Yeah, so you can't really use ultrasonic sensors because it's really bad at close ranges, which is like pretty close, right? So I could potentially add like laser sensors, which are a lot more accurate, and so that when it detects something off the edge, it stops. But I didn't have enough time to do that because that was like a tube.
Are you going to keep adding to it, or?
Yeah, I'll probably add like some more things. Right now I'm thinking of like adding like a speaker on the car so that like when it starts up it has a sound, and also potentially like just adding like a servo on top of the car. So instead of using 2 sensors, I can just use 1 sensor. And potentially I can add like a laser on it so it can act like a turret.
What was your favorite part about building the project?
My favorite part about building this project was probably just like after building it, I had a lot of fun just driving it around and testing it. Because that's actually really important for the project, because like at the start the 2 motors like were at different speeds. So like I had to like do a lot of testing to make sure the car drives straight over. Like I did that by testing it and then like keep adjusting the speeds of the 2 motors to make sure it goes straight. Alright, thank you.